Kyle, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ShwelaFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ShwelaFlooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Come on, now touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? Why won't you tell me what she said? What was that promise that you made?
Good morning. It's your KCHW Morning Show. It is Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025. We are here for your Wednesday morning local roundup with myself, Chuck Ritchie. We have the ever lovely Sharon Ludwig and Paula Randall here with us. That was ever lovely to cover the both of you just to save time.
There we go.
Good morning. And you know what? It is our Wednesday local roundup. Here we go. There we go.
There we go.
That's what I was waiting for.
All right.
All right now.
Come on.
Here we go.
Have we named this
Yeah.
horse yet? Have we named the horse?
No.
Oh, we need to name this.
Good
Yeah.
boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. If you're tuning in on Facebook, if you're trying to tune in on Facebook, we had a little troubles getting us started. It kept wanting to say, sorry, I can't connect to the stream. Now I got us going.
Yay.
We are up and running on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and right here on
Yay.
KCHW 102.7. Good morning, ladies. How are you doing today?
You know, it's a morning.
It-
Today, it's too hot.
It is hot, you know, and it's not cooling down at night like it has been, you know.
Right?
No, it's not.
We
Yeah.
went to sleep last night at 10. It was 81 degrees.
Yeah. Is that something?
Wow.
And then all of a
That's
sudden,
wild.
sometime we're gonna hit cold, you know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
It's going to happen
crazy.
overnight.
It overnight, absolutely.
And I'm going to be like, oh, it's too late. I didn't get my things painted. And then I'm going to be like, why didn't I do them in August when I meant to?
That's how it happens, right?
Yeah.
You
it's
mean
just-
you mean your paintings for your show tomorrow?
No, those are done, but the flats, oh my gosh. Right? Chris had to come over yesterday to help me because I'm like, what am I doing? And getting ready. And she helped me pick pieces. She's like, you only need like 3 or 4. And I'm like, no, I have these and these and these and these. So,
Man.
Okay, I'm
Right?
seeing words, but I'm not seeing pictures.
Oh, you know what? It's because I haven't switched the camera over yet. I was busy dealing with one problem at a time,
I
Sharon.
know. See, it's
Jeez
a morning.
Louise.
Well,
There
I gotta
we
keep
are.
you and
Thank you, Sharon.
yeah.
I need it.
I know.
To quote Sharon minutes before the show started, what is wrong with you?
all
what
of
is
you
it?
who heard that, make sure to let us know because it was epic.
Right?
That is so cool. Well, speaking
Yeah.
of weather, let's get this weather stuff out of the way.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a smoky one today.
It's a smoky one
my,
today.
My heart goes out to all the people that are being affected by the fires today.
Oh my gosh, in Newport, there's
Yeah.
fires going around. This is the second worst year for fires in Canada since 2022.
Wow.
And so they're just, the whole country is on fire. And then we've got so many around our area now. So we have a red flag warning. I'm pulling that up to see what that is. It says, make preparations. Okay, well, that's nice. Red flag warning in effect from noon Wednesday to 9 p.m. Pacific time Thursday for hot, dry, unstable conditions. Don't burn anything outside. Don't drag your chains. Don't throw your cigarettes out your window. Make sure to be relatively aware of the fact that it's super hot. Temperatures 97 to 103 in the valleys, 85 to 90 in the mountains. So yes, be aware that we are under a red flag warning.
Yeah, I got into my car yesterday and the car thermometer said it was 108. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't that hot outside, but inside the car, however the car registers.
Right?
Yeah, it was 108.
Well, and up near Newport, there are those two larger fires burning. There's the Crown Creek fire and the Black Hawk Mountain fire, and
Yeah.
it looks like those two fires are merging.
Oh,
my.
lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not sure 100%, but according to the map, it looks like if they haven't merged yet, they are just...
And does it say how much
I mean, there's
percent?
there's a road separating them.
Okay,
Oh,
is there a
wow.
percent contained?
Contained,
Because
yeah.
when I looked at it day before yesterday, it was 0.
Yeah.
I do believe I looked this morning, and it is still at 0% from
Oh,
what I
my
saw.
goodness. Yeah.
They're saying that the conditions where the fire is, the firefighters having a really hard time getting there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, the-
Well, up north of there's some of those mountains and steep things and no roads and things, I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, just kind of like wilderness type stuff.
So the Crown Creek fire is currently up to 5,718 acres with 0% containment.
Wow. Wow.
Hmm.
So I've seen some pretty scary footage of it up there.
well,
Yeah.
this is not going to help. Today, of course, is September 3rd, right? I have the right date? Yep, September 3rd, and we are going to have a high of 101. Oh, my goodness. That is officially hot.
Yeah, it is.
We'll have a low of 64. Light winds, that's a good thing for the firefighters. We are, let's see if there's any other relevant information, 27% humidity. That doesn't, I don't know. Thursday is going to be a high of 96 with a low of 61 and sunny skies. Friday is a high of 95 and a low of 63, sunny skies. Saturday the 6th is a high of 93, a low of 63, partially cloudy skies and a 50% chance of rain. Sunday is a high of 85, a low of 60, partially cloudy skies, and a 17% chance of rain. Monday is a high of 85, a low of 57. We finally have broken the 60s. Partially cloudy skies and 13% chance of rain. Tuesday, a high of 74, a high of 55, partially cloudy skies, 19% chance of rain. And a week from today, the high will be 72, a low of 54 with AM showers and a 32% chance of rain.
Okay,
And then it looks like we go. Did you want to see the 0% chances of rain, Sharon?
No, I'm going to leave town for just a short weekend, next weekend, 11, 12, 13. I just wondered how my tomatoes are going to handle it. but they're going to handle it just
I
fine.
was
The
gonna
lows
say.
are in the 50s.
It looks like we might get some rain and
Yeah.
be good for the tomatoes.
It'll
The
look
little
good.
maters.
Right?
Yeah.
We're going to cool off a little bit, and then
Yeah.
2 weeks it looks like we'll go back into the 80s. But look at that low, 52.
Don't they call this an Indian summer when we have the warm weather go on into September? Not summer, Indian fall. What do they call
No,
that?
Yeah,
Indian
this-
summer. Yeah.
Indian summer.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, this is wild. September 3rd at 101 degrees, and it's not the high temperature. It's near the high temperature, but it has been hotter than this on
Really?
September 3rd.
Huh.
I
What are
can't
you
remember a
looking
time.
at? I was going to say, what are you looking at? Because they were saying yesterday that the airport, right, NOAA office, the Spokane NOAA office is right there by the airport. And they were saying that yesterday tied for hottest day of September 2nd in the, recorded years.
I'm just looking here. It says 101, sunny, near record high temperatures, high of 101,
Oh,
winds
yeah,
light
yeah,
and
yeah,
variable. Yeah.
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 That would imply that it's near the record, but not actually the record.
I
Yeah.
have to look that up now. You know me.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead since we're done with weather and get into the. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I'm not because there was a warning. There's another warning out just for the heat index
Yeah.
to let people know to be careful of the signs of heat stroke.
Yes.
Stay indoors when possible if you can in an air conditioned space. These kind of temperatures actually will create hazardous conditions, especially for young people and elderly indoors.
Well, and it's also the smoke particles that are in the
Yeah,
air. And
yeah.
so
Yeah,
the breathability index, I know when I checked this morning, we were at, 130 or something?
Well, and I saw
I
somewhere
quit
that,
the wrong week to quit taking allergy pills.
Yeah.
that the library has masks free if you
Okay.
need them. I saw that on something.
Oh, yeah, we're even worse. We're at 276. The air quality index is 276, which is worse than yesterday at about this time. Ooh,
So
thank you.
what does that mean? What is a normal that's good for us who don't know what you're talking about?
Okay, well, so like a normal is 30 or 50.
Ooh.
Wow, so we're way up there.
We're way up there,
So
yeah.
that's not 2 point something. That's 200.
No, and to give you an idea,
Wow.
like Shanghai is usually the reading tops out like at 376 or something, and so we have had years where we were at all the way topped out. So we are not as bad as we have been in the past, but definitely if you're somebody who suffers from asthma, if you suffer from other breathing related issues,
Yeah.
you're not going to want to be outside today. This is
No.
not a day to do your yard work.
Yeah.
Oh God, no. It's yeah, it's bad out there, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's turned the moon and the sun red.
it has.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to take a picture this morning because it's just like, oh, this is grim. Gotta document.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah. So keep an eye on people. If you have a neighbor or something that's, especially maybe somebody that's elderly that might not have air conditioning, maybe bring them over and invite them over for some tea or something, or
Right.
or get your kids to the library for the day. You know,
Yeah.
I was gonna say we don't have air conditioning, so yeah.
get out of the heat. Some houses handle it better than others. Oh, thank goodness for my air conditioning.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Even with it was hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Although I will have to say the air conditioner was still cranked up from dealing with yesterday. Woke up this morning absolutely freezing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so today on our Chewila Valley Lions Club calendar, we have our very own Tom Walters with a birthday. Happy
Yay.
birthday, Dr. Jazz. And then Levi Hogan also has a birthday. So happy birthday, you guys. Miss Paula has a song for you.
I do. Ready?
Ready.
Happy birthday. Happy
every
day. Happy birthday. Yay. Yay.
Hey.
It's not the same without your contribution, Sharon. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love it. And then we have school is in session, so we have the
Yeah.
breakfast menu today. Today's Wednesday, so it's always the same thing. We have chef's choice with fruit or juice. We have fruit breakfast parfaits with granola with fruit or juice. Variety of cereal with a cheese stick or yogurt with fruit or juice. And I still just get the visual of a kid with a cereal bowl stirring it with like the cheese stick.
Right?
I know that's not what's happening.
I
but
do the
still.
same thing. Maybe it is happening.
Right, it is now, right?
Who are you to judge?
That's true. That's true.
I like pickles on my pizza.
What?
Oh,
You just
yeah.
derailed my brain. Okay. Or the
Okay.
children also have
Well,
an
I like
option of fresh
anchovies.
baked muffin with a cheese stick or yogurt and fruit or juice, and a milk variety offered daily.
Yeah,
Get
I
those
asked my
words out.
granddaughter about those breakfasts, and she said that the parfait is so good. That's what
Really?
she has every day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I want a parfait. Who doesn't like a parfait?
Right? We all like parfaits. All right, so here's the third. You want to do the lunch one?
Yeah, I have a question for Sharon. Though. You said you do like anchovies on your pizza.
I do.
No, this is a thing that I think it has gotten a bad rap because anchovies and Italian food go hand in hand. There's a
Yeah.
lot of like sauces that have anchovies.
It
You know,
puts the salt in.
obviously, if you've ever
Yeah.
had a Caesar salad,
Yeah.
it's heavy on the anchovies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be quiet.
it is. It's true.
I love living in my realm of deniability when I have my Caesar salad. I know that there's anchovies in that dressing. I don't want to be reminded of that.
But the thing is, anchovies can be delicious.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't want
I
to
mean,
see
I
little
wouldn't-
heads on my pizza. I don't want to see little tails. I don't want to see.
All right. So do you want me to do lunch or you want to do lunch?
I was going to see if Sharon wanted to
Do you
do
wanna
that.
do lunch, Sharon?
Oh, corn dogs, tater tots, veggies, and fruit. That sounds like a kid or lunch to me.
I was going to say a lot better than the chicken Alfredo and garlic toast. I'm like,
Yeah.
who's going to want that?
You know what I learned about the other day?
What?
K-dogs. You ever heard of a K-dog?
Nope.
That is a Korean corn dog, and apparently they take the dog, which is usually a little better than
Not
what
like
we
a
would.
real dog.
Well, the corn dog, the hot dog,
Okay.
which is generally their sort of version of a hot dog, which is a little spicier, not spicy, but a little more flavorful. And then they will actually roll it in not just like the cornmeal, but they'll batter it and then they roll it in like breadcrumbs and crunchy things and stuff like you would roll in sushi, and then they put like yummy Korean sauces over it and miso and they do all sorts of neat stuff with it, and it's
Wow.
like K-dog. And there's
K-dog.
apparently a couple places in Spokane that make K-dogs. So
No, I have to look
Sounds
them
like a lot
Nope.
of work to just disguise that plain old ordinary hot dog.
K-dog. Food. Oh, I
So-
see.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
doesn't that look amazing?
Uh,
Do you see them that are all chunky and got all kinds of
Yeah.
toppings and stuff on them?
Yeah, they
Look
do.
really good.
They look kind of like anchovies on a stick covered in bread batter.
you're
now I
too
have
funny.
this. Oh, this is really funny. Okay. So related searches that come up when you bring up what is a K-dog
Yeah.
is what dog food does Oprah Winfrey feed her dog? What is the difference between a corn dog and a K-dog? And is OK Dog a Korean brand? Somehow all 4 of those are related,
Interesting.
That is pretty funny.
right?
Yeah.
That is
That is-
interesting. I just tried to Google it over here and I accidentally looked it up in the news, and there's no news stories on K-Dogs right now.
Oh.
Interesting.
Shocking.
Interesting
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
Well, and these pictures are quite interesting. This one looks like a porcupine or something. I don't know.
It looks like they wrapped it in cereal.
Yeah.
like the-
or pieces of apple. That's what
Oh
I
yeah.
think.
Could be pieces of
here's
apple.
one they can do it in like diced potatoes, which sounds really
Oh,
good. Diced
maybe
potatoes
that's
and deep
the-
fried,
That
Maybe
could
it's-
be. This could be the diced potatoes
Yeah,
we're looking
I
at.
don't know.
or even even crushed hot Cheetos. I don't know about that one.
Oh my! Look
know-
at the variety.
Yes, I have to say I'm a visual eater.
Mm-hmm.
So some of these, if I saw that, I'm not sure I would want to eat that. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I think they all look amazing to me, but that's just
Well,
me.
then here's our.
here's the Kelly's K9 dog coming up for K-Dog. That is so
That's
funny.
All right.
Okay, now we've
We-
been
we got
sidetracked
diverted
a
enough.
bit.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Back to the community roundup. We're here now. Everybody knows about K-Dogs.
Ooh, there's a
and we
crunchy
are
pickle
ready-
K-Dog.
Right? What?
There's a crunchy pickle K-Dog. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
No more K-Dogs.
So, do we have any other things that we normally cover before we start in on our daily? Our weekly, our
I don't
whatever.
think so. I think it's all you.
I don't remember. What are we doing here today?
Right?
The
What is our
roundup.
purpose? What is our function?
Yeah, we're just having a good visit. That's what we're doing here today.
So now let's get into the community calendar.
All right. So today is Wednesday, September 3rd, and we can start the morning here, of course, and then we can go to soft pickleball up at the golf course from 8 to 11:30, 18 and over, but it's especially for beginners.
Mm-hmm. Soft pickleball.
Yeah.
Well, they only hit you a little hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this evening, of course, there's bingo at Fired Up Pizza from 6 to 7, and that's an every week thing. Today starts, the Lions Club will start meeting monthly today. They've been taking a summer break. And they
Oh,
meet at
interesting.
5:30, but I didn't put down where they meet.
They meet at the American Legion Post 54 rather, at 111 South Park Street. That's the
Okay.
right there on the highway where they just put up the new mural.
Did you just
I was
pull that
gonna
out of
say-
your head?
No, it's right here in front of me on the calendar.
Because I was going to say, that mural is beautiful if you
Oh my
take your time to
gosh.
go by slow, or
Yeah.
else park and
Yes.
look. Just all of the murals are just whoever's doing those. They are wonderful.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
they've
neat?
done a great job.
Yeah.
Now I saw there was more blue today. Did they just add more? Did he add more sky?
They've been working on it slowly.
I
Yeah.
think isn't it a girl that's doing
Yeah.
it? A young I don't know if she's young or not. I just
Oh, she's doing a great job.
yeah.
Really,
She really
neat.
is. I've accosted her on the street and talked to her before, and she's
Well, she should be our guest and
She
talk
really
to
should.
us. Yeah.
She should
She
be a
really
guest
should
and
be.
talk to us.
Yeah. Because
Get on that,
where
Jack.
did she get that inspiration?
Right?
And, you know,
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, amazing.
we'll get her on. We'll get her on. I'll try.
Okay.
I've talked to her about it, and I think she was like, well, maybe.
Okay, today also starts the Stage Time Theater School, and it starts right after school for the grade school kids. They are having classes on Wednesdays, and in a couple weeks they'll start rehearsals on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, some of you new parents might think, oh no, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for my kids. Well, the directors set it up so that no, not everybody, except probably the leads, might be on all those rehearsals, but they do different groups, different scenes that are rehearsing. So you probably don't come every Tuesday and
Yeah.
Thursday, but you may come. And so at-
Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. Oh my. Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
that was last year.
yeah, so it's 3:15 or right after school for the grade school students, and 5:15 for junior high and high school students. And please, if you haven't filled out all your registration paperwork, come a little early. We'll have registration paperwork there, and this is all at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. The kids need to have a current black and white headshot and an updated resume. Now they need to have those by the time they audition next week. This week they'll learn about the class, learn about what they're doing. They'll learn about what is included on a resume, what's included on a headshot. And some people think, I don't have anything. You know, you're 10 years old, but do you take piano lessons? Do you like, do you play soccer? Do you do anything? She
Yeah.
wants.
Do you like
Are you
video
in-
games?
You in
Do you
Boy
like video
Scouts?
games?
Do you like to
Yes.
sing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like to sing? Do you like to dance? You know, you don't have to have all experience.
Do you
but
have a
it's-
dog?
Yeah.
I want to know about your dog
Yeah,
personally.
exactly. Yeah. So
What about the headshots? Are there, if somebody just doesn't have the ability to have a headshot printed out, can they?
okay, there's two options. We have a professional photographer who will be there tonight, and she'll be there early, and it's $20 for those. Or you can take a headshot with your phone and email it to us at chihuilapaca@gmail.com,
There you
and
go.
we will print it for you. But we just want from like your shoulders up. We
Yeah.
don't want a picture of you with your dog in your lap, and we don't want a picture of you
Right.
dancing around the dining room or anything like that. We want a picture of your headshot because when you do your auditions, they look at those shots and they also look at your resume, and then they use that. They connect the director and her stage manager and the producer. They all are at the table watching, and they connect your picture with how you did. And so when they go to cast the
Cast, yeah.
show,
Right.
then they get the right person. Well, if you have a picture with you in sunglasses, it's a little harder to connect, because if you have 50 kids auditioning,
Yeah, trying to remember who's
Right.
who.
trying to remember who's who and who did, and
Yeah.
they'll write notes and stuff like that. But yeah,
Or wear a pair of eyeglasses and a little curl in your hair. They have no idea who you are.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But it's also good practice if you really do go on to do any auditioning anywhere, that you have the correct, and they want them black and white.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, quick question. I know the $65 registration fee.
Yes.
Some people don't have that. Are there?
Okay.
I know in the past you've had scholarships available. Is
Yes, we have one or two that we have available through Stage Time, and then the Chihuahua Arts Guild has a rainbow grant that they have a few that are available, and you go onto their website, and I don't know exactly what their website is, but I know that if you Google Chihuahua Arts Guild, that it'll tell you, and so look at that, Paula, she's doing it. It just says ChihuahuaArtsGuild.org. And there's a tab at the top that says scholarships and programs. You go down to Rainbow Mini Grants. It'll pull up, and down below it'll have you download the mini grant form. Now, there's a form for teachers and there's a form for students. So you need to do the student one, the application, and you can bring that with us. We will have the Arts Guild president, who is Gail Sharapi, will be there tonight, and she'll be able to take those applications, and then they do some looking at them and everything, and decide how many they can have. Now, often they can only give, say, one per family, but that really helps.
Yeah.
Another thing is, if you don't have all of the money, you can pay down, and you could pay monthly. Now, this is a 3-month program,
Right.
so you could pay $20 a month, and most people can come up with that. You just don't go to a restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can come up with, and you can pay, each payday you could pay $10, $20.
Have you seen restaurants lately? You just don't order the appetizer.
Yeah,
Funny.
we went to one last night, and there were 4 of us that ate, and then we took home 2 meals, one for Gino and one for my son-in-law, and it was $140.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming too that also if somebody were to say, "Hey, I don't have any kids, or my kids are too old for the program, but I want to help," can somebody sponsor
Oh, absolutely.
somebody else? Donate $65 to the scholarship fund.
Yes,
Yeah.
or donate. Well, we started a scholarship fund a few years ago in Stage Time from a alumni who gave me $50.
Cool.
He said, I want to help. And so we started this scholarship fund. So yes, we would love to have donations for scholarships.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be 65 or 50. It can be 5 or 1,000.
Everything
Yes.
helps.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
everything helps.
Yep. Yeah. So anyway, back to our calendar. Stage Time School starts today. And then there's also Cougar Volleyball at the Colville Jamboree. And that's the varsity volleyball tonight.
Very cool.
And then Thursday, unless you have anything else, do you?
I do. So
okay.
we have a reminder from the Chamber of Commerce. If you are a Chamber member, newsletter items are due today. Get those newsletter items to Chloe over there at the office by emailing info@chewila.org by noon today.
Okay.
Also, you don't want to miss the excitement. I need to have one of those big echoey stadium voices.
Right?
It's the Chewila City Council meeting tonight at 6:30.
Oh, yes. I forgot to put that in.
Wednesday. No, the public is invited to attend and encouraged to show up,
Yeah.
find out what's happening with the city. I think there's a lot of times, especially reading the social medias, if you go to the city council meetings, a lot of your questions are answered, and
Yeah.
you can find out a lot about what's happening with the city over there at the council meetings. So I'm not going to lie and say they're fun, but they are informative, and you do get a good idea of what's happening around the town.
Yeah. So then tomorrow, Thursday, September 4th, we start the day. How do we start the day? Well, everything I have is kind of in the afternoon, except for the Chewila Valley and Springdale Senior Club meeting in Valley from 10 to 3, and that's a potluck, and they do that on the first and third Thursday. Then we have
That's at the Valley Fire Department building.
Valley Fire Department building. Yes. Valley Fire Department. Okay.
At 3060 3rd Avenue in Valley.
Okay, that's good. You come into Valley and you turn left, and there it is, a block away.
You can't miss much in Valley.
Yeah, no, you can't. So then tomorrow afternoon is girls pickleball, especially just for girls, at 5:30 at the golf course.
Cool.
Yeah, and at the Oasis, they have every single week they have a DJ carry with. Let's
Right.
back up. Karaoke with a DJ.
With DJ.
And JD is the DJ.
They used to go by DJ JD, and now it's just DJ.
Oh, so I don't even have the JD on there. Okay.
Just D/JAY.
Okay.
DJ. Yeah.
And see, and I thought that meant the name of the DJ was JD. Okay, well, okay.
It used to be.
All right. And that's at 8:30 to 11:30 every week. It is also First Thursday.
Yes, it is.
And so there will be special things at the gallery. There will be special things at different places around town. So tell us some of that stuff that's happening.
All
Chuck.
right. So Amelia Fish is not only going to be at the Trails End Gallery for tomorrow's Art Walk, she will be at the brewery tonight. At
Doing her artist talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
During the
Okay.
Art Talk. That starts at 6:30 at the brewery. You can also tune in right here on KCHW at 4 p.m. today for a monthly art talk. Sorry, I
Yeah, we're all
See it
having
as you just reset.
we're all having this where we got to back up and back up.
no, I started saying it and then realized halfway through saying it that, oh no, I have a meeting that I need to tell people I can't be at today.
Oh,
Because you're going to be on the radio.
Right.
because you were planning to bilocate and be in two places at once.
You know, if I could find that power, my life would be either exponentially easier or harder,
Harder
Oh,
because you
harder,
commit to
harder.
more.
You'd commit to
Right?
more.
Yeah, because we know you.
right?
yeah.
Would I get along with myself though? That's the real question.
Ooh.
Would it be a true copy of myself, or would it be like that Michael Keaton movie where it's just like every copy of himself misses a little something?
Right?
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
There's a
I don't
question.
know. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know if I want to deal with that. So, anyway,
Back to
The
where
artist-
we should be.
the artist Amelia Fish is going to be with us later today at 4 p.m., as well as the Art Talk on September 3rd, which is today at 6:30 p.m. Then tomorrow for the Art Walk, Amelia Fish will be at the Trails End Gallery. Nancy Bloom will be at Courtside Brewing. Tracy Manley will be at West Alpha Excavation. Then at the Spotlight Gallery at the Aaron Huff Memorial Cultural Center with the Creative District and the Arts Guild is Rhett Bidstrup, Paula Randall, and Becky Goforth. Paula, who is that? Those names sound familiar,
I was just going to say hello.
but I can't quite
We're
place it.
so excited to see
Right?
your work and Becky's work, and I don't know this, Rhett.
She's new.
Yeah, how fun to have
Yeah.
a new artist in town.
I'm hoping I can swing by, but our good friend has a wedding shower this evening.
You mean tomorrow? We're
This-
talking tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, Thursday, yeah.
Thursday.
So I'm gonna try to sneak over and at least get your artwork, but
Please, yeah, because I'm trying to make sure.
yeah.
Becky is, of course, a wonderful acrylic artist. She
Phenomenal
does really,
artist.
really great art. And then the new artists, it looks like they also do acrylics, maybe some watercolor, but acrylics.
Oh, cool.
And so I'm trying to bring a lot of different stuff. So I'm bringing more of my line artwork
Mhm.
instead of a lot of my acrylics. I'm still going to bring some of my acrylics, but I'm bringing a lot more of my line art.
Oh,
just so
cool.
that there's some different stuff there. So that
Very
people
cool.
have something, a little different than what they usually see from me at the farmer's market.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I'm excited for you.
Okay.
And then Marta Luders is going to be at Cattle Country Couture, a new
Nice.
stop on the art walk.
Oh, how
Yeah.
fun. How fun. Yeah.
That'll be good.
It will be good. That's a fun store.
And then we also have on the first Thursday, Greg and DeBratz at the Fired Up Pizza. So you've got entertainment, you've got
Live music,
art,
yep.
you've got all your friends are walking around downtown. It's going to cool off just a tiny bit by then, but it still will probably be close to warm. So
Close
it'll
to
be-
warm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be warm.
Yeah.
So it will be a fun evening tomorrow. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh, also forgot to mention tomorrow morning the food bank will be open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in front of the
Okay.
Chula Senior Citizen Center at 302 East Main Avenue.
Okay.
And I think that's it for Thursday.
All right. Then we have Friday. We start the day with Chamber of Commerce out at the casino south of town, and that's at 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
for any business owners, nonprofits, citizens. We have people that come. We have a regular who comes from Colville. You know, if you're interested in what's going on in Chewelah, go to the Chamber of Commerce. That's a good place to go. Then we have adult pickleball at 8 a.m. to 11:30 again on Friday. Farmers Market, of course, from 11 to 3:30. I don't have anything special going on in the Farmers Market. Do you know if there is?
I don't
Was
see anything.
aside from the usual goodness,
Yeah.
I don't think it's like it's not like a zucchini regatta or the
Cherry
rubber duck regatta
split
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want to say Friday morning on the KCHW morning show. I'm excited. This is one of those that Craig kind of surprised me with. It's actually a band that I'm familiar with, that I'm a fan of. They've got quite a bit of a following online and a lot of views on their videos. It is Foggy Mountain Spaceship. This is a psychedelic bluegrass band that's going to be with us on the Friday morning show right here on KCHW. Very excited about that one.
Foggy Mountain Spaceship.
Foggy Mountain Spaceship. Yeah,
Right
and it's
there, too.
what's funny is it's we were talking about him a while ago, and there was somebody dressed in a costume, and I'm like, that looks like the banjo player from Foggy Mountain Spaceship. And Craig was like, yep, it is, and didn't even tell me he had booked him on the show.
Oh, how fun!
Wow.
They must be from Spokane or their area.
I'm not honestly 100% sure. I would imagine so, but I'm not going to say that because I'm not really sure where they're from. I've just heard of them before. I've been watching their videos for a while,
Wow.
and I'm very, very excited to have them on. And of
We're
course,
like reading about them now.
right?
Yeah. Oh, and you just can't be two places at once because I'll be out at the chamber and I can't listen to you except I start listening to you when chamber's over and I come in from, in my car. Okay. Also on Friday, the American Legion has a 9-hole golf tournament, and it says that it's open to all veterans, sons and auxiliary, and anyone else who would like to play. So
Very
it's-
cool.
Fun.
So it's they're calling it their first annual 2-person 9-hole scramble charity scramble.
Hey, I need you two to talk for a minute. Our guest for the second half of the show, Christine from the UCC Church, is locked outside.
No,
Oh,
she's here.
no.
Oh, she's here. Okay, there she is. Oops.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
also
Doors open.
Friday, September 5th, is WAFED is having their open house from 9 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's a ribbon cutting, I believe, at 9 o'clock, and yeah, so that's fun to have. And that looks so nice. The way they've done the landscaping and they've got everything down there.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It really does.
Yeah.
And they have the only drive-through ATM in all of Chewelah.
Oh, really?
Wow.
In all of Chihuahua.
All
Yes,
of it.
all of Chihuahua.
They did.
Ooh,
I was very excited to see that drive-through ATM. I know that means I might be lazy, but I was like, ooh, I don't have to get out of my car.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, small town living,
with
right?
winter coming eventually, that is a highlight. Or in
See?
this heat,
Right.
you can stay in your air-conditioned
conditioning.
car. Yes.
Of all the
Yes.
banks in all of Chihuahua, you put your driving in ours.
Yeah. It's
Something like that.
also Friday night is Cougar football at Chelan. Saturday, unless you have anything else for
Nope,
Friday.
nope, nope.
Okay.
I do not.
September 6th, the Cougar volleyball tournament is at home, and that's like a all-day type tournament, but it's with Colville, Northport, Selkirk, and Springdale. It starts at 8 a.m. Sunday, unless you have anything else for
Nope.
Saturday.
Nope.
Okay.
I got no.
But
Just
one thing I'm going to tell you, though, Saturday we are having a work party, and if anybody wants to come, they sure can.
Mhm.
We, meaning
The
Chihuahua
theater.
Center for the Arts, we are taking and painting, getting ready that little garage that's on the corner by the only stoplight in town.
I love this town. The only drive-through and
And
the only stoplight.
We are going to be putting a marquee on the side of it that will tell you what kind of things are happening in Chihuahua.
that is very cool.
At our center. And so we're going to be cleaning and power washing and all that other kind of stuff that you do to a building. And then we're going to have some painters who will be coming in and painting it. But if anybody wants to help, they sure could. We'll be there about 9 o'clock. So
That is very cool.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I know you guys were talking about doing that, and I knew you were doing it, but it's happening now.
It's
It's
happening.
That's incredible.
It's happening.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yay!
Yep. So then Saturday, let's see, where am I at?
Sunday.
So I don't have. Oh yeah, Sunday. There it is. I had to go to the top of the page. I turned the page. Yes. Okay. All ages blues jam from 4 to 7 at Fired Up Pizza with the dinosaurs. So that is. I hear that that's getting more crowded and more crowded.
It is, but
is.
Fired Up is being really, really amazing. A really shout out to the amazing management at Fired Up. They have been closed the last 2 blues jams because they have been making food and supporting the firefighters.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
And so they have turned their night into feed the firefighters. And so the blues jam has not happened for that reason. And Daniel has come home kind of bummed, but really, really proud
Oh yeah,
of
absolutely.
our community and proud of Fired Up that they're doing that for the firefighters that are
Yeah.
out there on the line. Oh my gosh, for hours at a time.
Do you know if they're
Yeah.
going to be doing that this Sunday?
They're not. It's kind of a week by week
Okay.
thing. So it's like you don't
Well,
know
oh.
until you go.
I would almost imagine so with the fires doing
I
what
would
they're
think
doing right
so.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. I would call before if you're headed out for the blues jam. Definitely call.
Yeah. Okay, Monday, September 8th, pickleball. Single deck pinochle at the Senior Center, 5 o'clock every Monday.
Cool.
The second Monday, which is what September 8th is, Brick Club at the library from 3:30 to 4:30. And according to the sign that is flashing on the north end of town, delays start on Monday, September 8th for work on the 395 highways.
Yay.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I don't know if that means the strike has been settled or what. I just I saw that sign and I'm going, whoa, things it's be progressing. So
I'm just glad it wait. I mean, we want the work to be done, but I'm also glad it kind of waited till after our car show on Saturday.
Yeah.
that was
yeah.
really nice of them, wasn't it?
It was, which
Very
was a
cool.
huge thank you to everyone involved in that. David, Infusion,
Oh my gosh.
Melissa, all the
Yeah,
volunteers. We had so
amazing,
many
amazing
volunteers
things.
come out
Yeah.
and help.
And
It
was it a good fundraiser for the
it was.
radio?
We didn't hit we didn't quite hit our goal, but we hit 82%, which that's a B. I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we have another fundraiser coming up. So
We
that's
do.
going to be amazing.
We do
Okay.
September 20th and 21st, but
All
we'll get
right.
on that in just a minute.
Yep.
September 9th, Tuesday, unless you have anything else on Monday.
Nope.
Okay. It is if you're interested, the Cub Scouts, if you have a kindergarten through 4th grade, and we used to say Cub Scouts were just boys, but they have boys and girls.
Nice.
And you're invited to a information night at Guess Elementary on Tuesday, September 9th, 6 p.m., and it's a pizza party. They will be having pizza and sharing what scouting is all about. I have a couple of sons who did. I only have 2 sons, so it would be a couple. Anyway, who both were in scouting. One didn't go as far as the other. One became an Eagle Scout with all of his badges and everything, all the work he did. But scouting really is a good organization to
So
teach
when
kids.
somebody says, "What are you, an Eagle Scout?" Be
Yes,
like,
yes,
yeah,
I am."
yes, I am.
Yeah,
I'm not, but my brother is.
exactly. Exactly.
Love
So
it.
that's on Tuesday. And Tuesday also is Cougar Volleyball at home against St. George's, and that's at 5 and at 6:30 p.m. And, of course, our weekly Artists on the Air, 4 p.m. every Tuesday. And this last week was so interesting, listening to Diane interview, and Chuck steps in a little bit, but mainly it's the Diane show, isn't
Oh
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, she's the host.
And yeah, she was interviewing Orla.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's a fantastic person. I love Orla.
Yeah.
I did speak a little more than I usually try to over the top of Diane because I just love Orla and I was so fascinated by everything she was saying.
Yeah. And then I'm going to skip to Thursday, September 11th. We normally have the motorcycles, the 9/11 ride, and I told you last week, but I'm telling you again, they are not coming through Chihuahua, which I'm really sad about because I used to love to go down and just watch all those. They figure they're going to have 250 motorcycles. They'll be starting in Colville, and they'll be riding to Deer Park. They'll go across the Tiger Highway and down the highway on the other side because they can't come across Flowery Trail because of the chip sealing and
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Motorcycles just aren't safe on that. So
I didn't feel safe in my Prius last week.
oh yeah, yeah, and so that's a disappointment. Hopefully, in another year that we'll be back to seeing them because it's, they kind of tell you about what time they're going to come through, and I would go down and park downtown and just watch those guys drive through. It's just really amazing. Yeah. And Thursday also is Cougar Volleyball at home, another one. So next week there's 2 Cougar Volleyball games if you're into that. You should be excited about those girls.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yes.
And
Absolutely.
that one's against Northport at 5 and 6:30. And then, of course, Senior Bunko, the second and fourth Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Thursdays. And after that, we just continue in sports. Saturday, September 13th is the Chihuahua Chamber of Commerce annual auction. Get your tickets.
Yep.
They, I've been informed that they don't have as many as they have before because they have so many silent auction items and so many things that they're displaying that to give it a little bit more room, there's a little bit less seating. So you get those tickets if you want to go to that. And that's a wonderful. And they put on a really good spread out there. It's
Oh, yeah.
at the Mystiqua Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
do want to say also that day is the Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary Clinic drive-through. The drive-through
That's
clinic.
right.
It's on the calendar. They haven't been able to do it. They had to cancel the last one. Just thought I told Janet I'd put a call out for her. They had a batch of kittens come in that had ringworm.
Oh,
And
yes, that's
20
right.
some odd kittens that had ringworm, and they can't
Oh my
be open to the public while
No.
that's happening.
until it's all cleared up.
And it costs about $300 per kitten for the treatment. So
Oh, my goodness.
if you want to donate money to the Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary, they really need it right now. They're doing a great job taking care of the kittens. But yeah, they're hurting
Wow.
for funds and resources, and they have to go through the proper channels and have to have the proper vets. They can't have the volunteers there
Yeah.
Right.
do the treatments. So it's very, very expensive right now, and they're taking a huge hit. They're taking care of the kittens. They're not going to let anything bad happen to them.
Yeah.
But they're just
They could use our support.
yeah, they could use the support because they do a lot of good work over there. So
But that's another good reason to take advantage of their spay clinics, so you don't have unwanted kittens and puppies.
exactly.
You know? I mean, there are enough out there to rescue. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So then a little bit farther out, September 18th is Taste of Chihuahua. And that's a wonderful event. We've all been there. We participated in it. I've got my tickets. They're hanging on the refrigerator. Tickets usually sell out, but they haven't yet. So go get your tickets. And the outlets, of course, are at Valley and Acres.
She said they usually sell out about a week before the event.
And they usually
we're,
do,
We're
yeah.
about we're a little less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
So just
it's-
saying.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. You
saying.
want to get that. And then we have a highlight of the Chewelah Valley Lions Club Romp and Roar, which is a fun
It's a
golf
yeah.
tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And it's September 20th. But I'm telling you this because you have to register by September 16th.
Okay.
So that's why. And that weekend, the 20th, we also have a exciting thing that's happening for the radio show.
Yes, we
Yes.
do. So we have a lovely woman who is setting off to travel the world and take care of people. She has graciously donated the bulk of her estate to the radio station. We're going to have an estate sale. It's going to be behind the theater, September 20th and 21st. We're going to have live music. We're going to have refreshments. We're going to class up the joint. It's going to be a really nice upscale estate sale. There are incredible items for sale.
Yes.
I'm just blown away by the stuff that's being donated to the station. So
Yeah.
grateful.
Well, and I was with Paula yesterday, day before.
Day before yesterday, yeah.
And I said something about a yard sale, and she said, no, this is an estate sale.
It is an estate sale. It's
There's
not a yard sale.
There's a total difference, and I did not realize that. So,
Yeah.
mostly
Beautiful.
new things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of new things, a lot of gently used things, tools. There's amazing stuff. She was doing a lot of construction, so she had supplies that have never been touched. So there's a lot of really great construction items for sale. There's a lot of yard maintenance stuff for sale, weed whackers, chainsaws, blowers, the blower thing.
There's some
you know.
antiques.
There are antiques, there's artwork, there's dishware, there's brand new appliances, there's personal items like headbuds, what Bluetooth headbuds that are new in box, never been opened. So a lot of amazing stuff.
And I think, oh man, just dial up noises. Whoop, went away from me.
Okay.
No, she has there's a lot of really cool, weird stuff that I just love.
And
like-
we're all into weird here.
Right?
Oh yeah, I keep looking like, ooh, I want that. I want that.
I know,
want
I
that.
know, right? No, it's going to be a lot of fun, but definitely, and this is also, again, the second of 3 fundraisers for the radio station. So we had the Roaring Car show, and now we're doing this wonderful estate tea party, is what Melissa was saying. It was kind of like,
Kind of like
right,
an
estate
Alice
sale.
in Wonderland garden party. Not really. We're not gonna go
No.
that. We're not gonna go that out with
but
it. But
definitely come and check it out. It's a great opportunity for you to pick up wonderful items for your home or gifts for your
Yeah.
family. Lots of amazing stuff.
you know how me and Melissa get when we start talking about ideas. Before you know it, it's a full 3D Alice in Wonderland adventure.
You
but
know,
we're not gonna
I
go
told
there.
her, I'm like,
We're not gonna go there.
bring it back, bring it back.
All right. And
Right.
then out there farther is the Fall Festival. And I believe they're having a parade.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
But you need to register by September 12th. Now, I don't know if they will take late registrations or not, but that's coming up real quick,
Yep.
September 12th. And I don't even know how you register or where you register. Do you, either one of you know?
You can talk
Chuck
to
should
Chloe
know.
over at the chamber, and she'll
Okay.
have those parade applications
Okay.
that you can get on in there. And the bigger the better. If you want to go all out, but we just need to know what you're going to do for
Okay.
the parade. Yeah.
And so, what kind of things are we looking for in a parade?
You know, if you want to do a full float, that's fine. If you just want to march, wear funny costumes, do something that's themed for your business or your organization, that's great. But just come up with something you'd want to do in a parade. You know,
Okay.
pass
and
out candy.
So there.
We're not
it's-
allowed to throw candy.
Well,
You can't
have
throw
to,
it. You can
hand
walk
it.
to
you
the.
can hand
You can
out
walk
the
to
candy.
the edge and hand it.
Candy, stickers, pink slips to cars. Wait, no, probably not.
So it doesn't cost to be in the parade, but is there a cost for people who are running for office?
I believe there is.
Because I know the Chautauqua parades used to have a cost only for people who are running for office.
I have been in the meetings, but I'm not on that committee. So.
Okay. So, but if you want any information, you talk to Chloe at the chamber. And do you know the hours at the Chamber of Commerce office? That's on south of town?
Not off the top of my head.
Of course you don't. I
No.
just know that it's
Oh
during
my
the
goodness.
daytime. I don't know.
Aren't you the vice president of the chamber?
I am the vice president. You know what a vice president does?
Why are you asking me?
Probably nothing. 'Cause I've done nothing. Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. There's a form.
Okay.
I'm going to pull up the form. Okay, Chuila Fall Fest. Countdown is on for another fantastic weekend. Blah, blah, blah. All this really cool stuff. Celebrate, join
And
us. Parade info.
information. Whoa.
Hey,
We are
What?
having a parade.
no, keep going.
Oh, okay. Lineup starts at 8 a.m. at Guest Elementary. Please make sure your forms are tuned in. And I know we have our guests, so we have to hurry.
We do.
Okay.
Here we go. Community float, marching units, mounted antique car, auto, miscellaneous, political candidates.
$25.
Early entry, or no, $25 entry advertising fee. Please
Okay.
include the length of your unit. Oh, for your car, for your float thing. Okay,
Okay.
awesome.
And the 12th is coming up. Does it say that on there that you have to register by the 12th?
9 days. 9 days away.
Because it does
It
not.
says have them.
Oh, they
make
have
sure
a
your forms are
spelling
turned
error.
in. For announcements by September 22nd. And it does not have the deadline.
So maybe they changed that. Maybe
It
because.
says the 22nd, not
Yeah.
the 12th.
Okay. Well, that gives
makes
you a
more
little bit
sense,
more
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I could have written it down wrong. 12, 22. They're close.
they are
Pretty
close.
much.
Yeah. Okay. And so
Nice, okay.
then we've got other things that are coming up in the future, including one-act auditions,
Mm-hmm.
Arts in the School. That's in October. Another Animal Sanctuary.
Keep an eye out for Nevermore Radio happening all
Nevermore
through
Radio.
October.
Yes.
The haunts are going to be opening, and there's lots of them around town. Mystic Quest advertising theirs.
Yep.
Bradley's will be advertising theirs.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
saw Springdale already has one out, too.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And then we have the Stompers concert. It's coming
Mhm.
up the end of October. And Nevermore Radio, just like you said. Pechacuchu is coming up in October. So we just have a lot of things. We're just going to keep on celebrating in
Oh, yeah.
Chihuahua here.
Yep.
We're going to keep
That's
on
what
keeping
we
on.
do. We just have party after party after party.
All right,
It
with
never
with that said, we are running a little bit behind.
Yep.
Our
Oh,
guest has been
yeah,
waiting.
you're telling me that because I just go on and on.
Our,
and
our
on
guest
and
has
on.
been waiting so patiently in the other room there. We're going to go ahead and take our break, listen to some news, bring her in. I think I need to replace that cable.
I do.
That keeps happening.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I moved it.
Thank you for listening to KCHW. We'll be right back after this with our guest, Christine. She is the new pastor at the UCC Church. We're going to talk to her about what's going on over there and what to expect and welcome her to Chihuahua. So we'll be right back after this. Stay tuned, everyone. Don't go away.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW, Chihuahua, Colville, Kettle Falls.
It's 8:20.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
And by
Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chewelah.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, September the 3rd, 2025. I'm Mike Clifford. The House Oversight Committee released tens of thousands of pages of records related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. That from CNN. They report the release comes after the panel received materials from the Justice Department in response to a subpoena. Prior to that, the DOJ had released audio and a transcript of its interview with Epstein accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell. Many Republicans have called for more transparency surrounding the case and the release of records related to the matter. The issue has roiled the House. Next to Connecticut, where summer meals programs reached a record number of kids, but local leaders warned of an impending food crisis.
It's estimated federal cuts to school nutrition programs could leave more than 12,000 students statewide without access to free or reduced price school meals. East Hartford Mayor Connor Martin says it's the government's responsibility to ensure families' most basic needs are met.
We're here to improve people's quality of life, and if people can't even get a meal during the day, or a kid can't even get a meal, what kind of path are we setting them on?
Martin says growing food insecurity led to the recent opening of the first town-operated food pantry at the East Hartford Community Center. State lawmakers significantly increased funding for food pantries during the most recent legislative session, but local leaders say it still won't be enough to make up for federal spending cuts. This story was produced with original reporting by Carla Ciaglo with Connecticut News Junkie. I'm Catherine Carley.
And imagine seeing your child struggle with school issues, but educators can't see it. This can occur for households seeking special education services as Minnesota districts and parents work through unique cases. The second report now in a two-part series from Public News Service and Minnesota News Connection.
Individualized education programs are a key tool K-12 schools use when meeting the learning needs of students with disabilities like autism or speech and hearing impairments. Federal law mandates IEPs, but a medical diagnosis doesn't lead to automatic approval, with negative impacts on learning or social skills also required. Administrator Todd Tetzloff with North Branch Area Public Schools says what's playing out at home might be different than what's happening in the classroom.
The child is very distracted, they're off task. But then at school, they're gathering data and they're looking at, the kid's assignment completion rate is 95%.
Some parents contend at-home concerns warrant formal services out of fear things will quickly spiral in the classroom. Tetzloff says they don't want to be premature in putting a child under the special education umbrella. He reminds families to request new evaluations if things change, with fewer steps needed if it happens within 12 months. Educators and parents say cases are becoming more complex with multiple conditions. This is Mike Moen for Minnesota News Connection.
This is Public News Service. And next we head to Illinois, where a nonprofit is working to connect farmers to health care systems as part of an effort to advance a food as medicine model for health care.
Think Regeneration in Kelowna is helping more than 100 farmers in the organization build relationships with healthcare institutions, including hospitals and clinics. Ryan Slaybaugh with Think Generation says the farmers work with doctors to prevent chronic disease and support patients through nutrition-based interventions.
We can take some of that money and put it back into the local communities of farming and food. We see the ripple effects happen economically, as well as the positive health outcomes, which are obviously the big priority.
The organization's work is based on emerging science showing connections between soil health, plant nutrition, and human health. Slaybaugh says improved diet and nutrition has been shown to significantly improve health conditions like type 2 diabetes. I'm Judith Ruiz Branch reporting.
And students in rural Ohio are getting hands-on lessons in science and technology. That's thanks to the Ohio 4-H mobile design classroom.
The 35-foot bus is traveling to schools, fairs, and libraries to help bridge the state's digital divide. Christy Millhouse, a 4-H STEM educator with Ohio State University Extension, says the classroom exposes young people to opportunities they might not otherwise have.
The exciting thing about our mobile classroom is that it's a way to not only take OSU out into communities all over Ohio, but it's also a way to take 4-H out and introduce young people to maybe a different side of the 4-H program.
About 1 in 3 households in Appalachian, Ohio lack reliable internet access, according to Connecting Appalachia. Advocates say the gap leaves many young people at a disadvantage when preparing for future education and careers. Farah Siddiqui reporting.
Finally, this year marks the 90th anniversary of Social Security, which has helped generations in states like Wyoming retire with dignity after a lifetime of hard work.
The program, created during the Great Depression, provides retirement, disability, and survivor benefits to more than 69 million Americans. AARP Wyoming Associate State Director Tom Laycock says Social Security lifts 30,000 Wyoming seniors out of poverty every year. Nearly 1 in 5 people in the state rely on the program for 90% of their income.
Social Security's never missed a payment in the last 90 years. The concern is we know if Congress fails to act by 2034, millions of Americans will see their earned benefits cut by about 20%. And we are asking Congress to look into ways to keep Social Security strong.
Social Security trustees project that Congress will need to make adjustments, as it has done in the past, within the next decade to maintain current benefit levels. Removing a tax cap on top earners would be one way to ensure the program's solvency. Currently, workers only contribute payroll taxes on the first $176,000 earned in a year. I'm Eric Galatas.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
All right now. Come on, boy.
We have to ride in on our horse.
Yeah.
You know, there was a horse riding. Yes. I love living on the edge of town out there because we had.
Are you still telling stories from the break?
No, I'm saying there was horses. You know, we have our horse that brings us into the show. And out there on the, you know, like right before you get to the fields, sometimes they bring their horses in and they ride around North Chewila. It's so cool.
It's rural.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Well, welcome back to the second half of the morning show, a.k.a. Grace and Sparky, Season 1, Episode 1. Just kidding. Inside joke.
We're keeping it.
Yeah, welcome back. We are here with Christine Tata. She is the new pastor. Is that the correct term? Pastor.
Pastor, yeah.
At the UCC Church here in Chewila, as well as, what was the other church in Colville?
First Congregational Church up in Colville, also a UCC church.
There you go. So now are you new to the Chewila area?
Brand new. I've been here 3 months. Actually, 90 days.
90 days.
Oh, wow, welcome.
Well, welcome to Chewila.
Thank you.
And welcome to the UCC Church. I know there's a lot of folks that go there. It's a very, very popular church here in town. So where did you come from?
Texas. Yes,
Oh, well, congratulations.
I refugeed from Texas.
What part?
I had been living in San Antonio briefly, and before that, San Marcos for several years. But Texas wasn't ever really my home.
Right.
But I will say this. I was promised cooler weather up here, and I didn't get it.
It's cooler in
well,
Texas.
I'd say you brought the warm weather.
Oh, thank you.
You're the reason. Man.
Yeah.
So how are you liking it so far here?
It's different for me. I've not ever lived in a town this small. Well, I did one time early in my career, but then I left. So it's different for me to live in a town this small. But I'm liking it because people here are really incredibly friendly and helpful. It's really true.
We try to be.
Yeah,
we try to be.
It's really true.
It's an amazing community.
I think of us more as a village than a city.
I like that. It's a village. Thank you. That's good.
Paula's looking at me like, you had a look on your face. I wasn't sure if you loved it or hated it.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, we're a little village. Oh, I love that. Now, that just brings up imagery of the iconic little village up against the mountain, which we are. Perfect.
And we do have a thriving creative group here, and a lot of people working to sort of bolster our arts and culture here, and create a little oasis here for the creatives.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, and we've actually become strangely, not strangely, because a lot of us have been working really hard for it, but we're getting a lot of folks come here to say, hey, what's going on with the music scene in Chewelah?
Right?
We keep hearing about all this stuff, and we keep getting more and more musicians sort of flocking to the area. It's really becoming sort of a music scene, which is really a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying that part of it.
So far, I notice every time they do a thing, there's a farmer's market. Oh, put up some music. You know,
Oh, yeah.
there's something going on. Music. Let's have music. Yeah.
Yes,
I
the
noticed that.
McQuain family is our foundation, along
Absolutely.
with the Bergmans, along with a lot of really respected musicians that have been playing in the region forever. And they are just created this wonderful atmosphere of creativity. We have bluegrass, we have jazz, we have rock, we have country, we have fusions, we have all this different amazing music, and they just keep fostering this growth of additional musicians. And then Craig has taken over as the music director of KCHW.
Our entertainment director, yeah.
Right? I did that right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he has been bringing more musicians from outside of Chewelah and outside of this region and growing that musical family. And so it's been really amazing.
It
Thank
has
you for
been.
noticing.
Yeah.
Well,
Appreciate
Chewelah isn't known for just music.
No.
We're such a diverse community.
Our theater
in
program
all-
is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, we have a great theater program. We have great sports for kids. We have great artists. You know, I'm having trouble with my words this morning, aren't I? Yeah, and you know, when the creative district started, we found out all the creative things we had that we didn't even recognize.
Yep.
You know, all kinds of artists that did their work here and sold other places. And with Tim Nelson bringing in his art gallery, it just really opened up this community
It really
to the
did.
creatives and to the arts. Yeah.
That's very funny. When I was candidating here for the weekend, you come and you meet people and you do things. They insisted I go see this children's production. And I thought, no. I thought, no, because I was a professional actress for years. And I thought, this little small town, a children's show, please.
But then
I went, and it was Moana.
Oh, okay.
And it was tight. It was fun. It was over in an hour. The kids were great. I was so impressed.
So-
and I was really glad they made me see it. So,
Yes.
yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
It's
So
amazing.
I'm the office manager over there, and
Are you?
I'm also the president of the board, and I do costumes with Gail Sharapi.
Kudos.
So, yeah,
Because it was
we have
wonderful.
so much fun.
I was
Yeah.
so glad they made me go.
Yeah.
And the amount for the population we have, especially the fact that we don't really have a large young population here.
Every single one of them was on that stage.
I think so. It's incredible the
I
number
think
of
we had
children that come out.
72 kids in that
was,
show.
yeah, I was gonna say, it was a record number of kids.
Were you able to see Anne of Green Gables that we just did?
I
a month
was
ago?
not.
Oh.
I was not.
That was wonderful.
That's
Yeah.
what I've heard.
Right,
yeah.
and you missed the Tempest. That
I
means you
miss
missed-
a lot. I
Yeah.
don't go out much, honestly, especially in the summer.
Right.
But,
It's hot.
but do me something in the fall, and I will be there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
We've
we've
got
got
that.
stuff happening all fall.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is a happening place.
What a wonderful thing. You came, we're here to talk about your church, and we end up talking about Chewelah.
Right.
So let's talk more about you.
We're just trying to tell you all the cool stuff you're going to see. So, how long have you been in clergy? What got you into it?
Oh, well, good question. I'm a mid-career person. I started, God, it's a long time. 1990, I started in seminary. So that puts me in midlife. I had always had a great sense of the holy, but I had never found a theology that fit me. And a lot of people are like that. There's a lot of people out there that believe very strongly there is something sacred and holy out there, but when they read all the guidelines and the rules for churches, they're like, nah, it's not quite me. It doesn't quite fit. Anyway, I went to seminary as a Unitarian Universalist in 1990. They're a little stuffy for me, to be honest. And one of my best friends is a UU, and we laugh about that all the time. Well, in the middle of seminary, I discovered the United Church of Christ. And what we often call the UCC is Unitarians considering Christ. So So I made that change to a very, it's a progressive and think for yourself Christian denomination. I got ordained then. The first call I had was that was in Denver, where my husband and I lived. My first call was to a town called Tehachapi, California.
I know that place.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Where the women's prison is.
Yes.
And we lasted a year there, and it was a mistake, but that's all right. I then got a call to St. Paul E&R Church in Dallas. So we moved there to be nearer to our family.
Yeah.
And then I was off and running. But I wasn't running. I was mostly stumbling.
As we do.
As one does.
Yeah.
And during the years, I would sort of duck in and out of ministry and go into like human resources. I spent many years in human resources. I stopped along the way to get a PhD in literary studies and teach for a little while, but you can't live on that. So, but I always came back to ministry. I always came back to that, dreaming that one day I would preach that sermon that would, by golly, convert the whole room. And so now, as a retired person, and after my husband passed away a couple of years ago, one more time, just one more time to have a ministry and maybe make a difference in some lovely little small town. That's why I'm here. That was pretty quick, huh?
That was awesome.
That was great.
For a long life, or one hopes a long life.
I would say Tehachapi was probably a very hard place to try and start something like that.
Oh my God!
I've been to Tehachapi many times, and so I know that I haven't lived there, but I definitely know the town. And oh my goodness, I can just feel for you.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking taking that position. There were a couple of lovely people there. I'm not saying there weren't, but I don't know what I was thinking.
Right? I feel you. I feel you.
Thank you for the affirmation.
Yes, absolutely.
To quote Sharon, what is wrong with you? Sorry. I'm never gonna let you live that down, Sharon. She said it in jest. She wasn't actually.
Yeah. In the South, we would say, "Bless her heart."
Exactly.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love this. I feel like we have like a connection because all these places that you've lived, I feel like I've been there as well. I lived in Colorado Springs area, so I was there. I lived in Houston. I went to San Antonio. It was my escape place all the time, going down on the Strand, and hanging out there.
Yeah.
So totally, we have to talk.
We'll talk.
I've lived in Brownwood, Texas. I don't know if you've ever heard of Brownwood, Texas.
I've heard of Brownwood.
It is literally, if you calculate the dead center of nowhere, that's Brownwood, Texas.
That's Brownwood.
Oh no.
No, it's actually if you do like triangulate and calculate the dead center of Texas, it's pretty much right smack dab in the dead center of Texas.
Oh my God!
And it's
how did you like it?
I was there because of family.
Yes.
And we were traveling full time in our RV for a number of years, and my mother-in-law was having some health issues, so we decided to park the RV there in my father-in-law's yard. They've been long since separated, but to go and visit and kind of help take care of estate stuff and help my father-in-law out. He's actually a really great guy, and we love him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were there for I think about 9 months in Brownwood, Texas, and it was
mercy.
It was
Right?
it was a lot to deal with.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's not only Brownwood, but it's that phase of life that we go through where we're helping family.
Exactly.
And then later, they pass away, and now you're free, and you go, what in the world am I supposed to do now?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
my mother-in-law and her husband unfortunately passed away, but my father-in-law is still kicking.
Okay.
Just talked to him the other day, and he said he's actually feeling better than he's felt in years. So,
Well,
Good. There
so
you
that's
go.
good. I
that
want to
is
keep that
good.
guy around for a while.
That is good. Good for him.
Okay, I just have to correct you. Brownwood is not smack dab in the middle of Texas.
It's pretty close.
Just wanted to say, I'm staring at the map.
Brownwood, early area.
Just saying.
Well, what is?
Where is it?
Well, I don't
where
think
is
it's
it?
Brownwood.
We
Okay,
joke
now I
about
have
it.
to
It's
look
pretty
that up.
close.
But it's probably so small it's not on the map.
And
No, it's on the
Texas
map.
is
You wanna
not
see it?
a circle. How do you? I mean,
Well,
Texas
Texas is
here.
a weird shape.
Oh,
See,
there's
it's right
Brown.
there.
I think
So
because
Yeah.
We stole stuff.
Look at she's fact checking me.
I'm totally.
She
yes.
He does that.
You can't get away with anything with this one here.
Well, there's places in the United States that fit that. I had my brother and sister-in-law lived in Delta, Utah, which is not the end of the world, but you can see it from there.
You can see it from here.
Yeah, it was a horrible place.
I feel like I've been in the center of Texas, though, which is why this is sticking with me.
Yeah.
Because remember, I have driven like most of anything west of the Mississippi.
Okay, she is not telling you everything. The headline says the geographic center of Texas between Brady and Brownwood.
See?
I just outed
it says that.
And I know that Brady, like their high school football team, that's one of their crosstown rivals is Brady.
Right?
Yeah, it says setting off a debate between two towns in the heart of the state.
Yes, which one?
So it's not a given.
Yeah.
I'm just adding
Yeah,
fuel
yeah.
to the. I'm supposed to be.
No, you're fabulous.
That's
I
okay.
love
Nobody
it.
in Brownwood's listening to us.
This is too weird.
They might be, actually. You never know.
Brownwood, if you're listening, don't get yourself all upset.
And we do love
They're
you.
Texicans. You know they will.
We do love you.
Come on. I know Texicans. I'm a Texican. I can say that. I was born in Texas.
That's where my wife grew up.
I was born in Minnesota, and I was brought to Texas before I could protest.
There you go. See?
Before you can protest moving to Texas.
I was going to say Brady. Brady claims the title of Heart of Texas, and I have been through Brady. I have a rather embarrassing story about Brady.
Oh, yeah?
Speaking of heat, and it's a very quick story. Do you mind?
Can you even tell it on the radio?
I can because it's radio safe as long as I don't be too graphic.
Okay.
So I was moving from Houston and leaving Texas, and why was I going through Brady? Some deviation, I was dropping something off, whatever, and it was hot. It was Texas hot. It was hot. And I had 2 dogs. And my female dog refused to go to the bathroom on the side of the road. She would not. She would not
Because
get
it was
out
too
of the
hot.
car. My male dog would get out and he'd do his business and jump back in the car, but she would sit there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Sonia, you have not gone to the restroom in 5 hours. You have to go. She made me drive into the nearest town, which was Brady, and find the only green spot, which was Brady City Hall. And they had grass. And so she did her business, and the look of relief. I mean, dogs' faces can be so expressive, and her look of relief. She was on that tree for a while.
Wow.
You know, and I'm like, we're gonna get arrested. This is the only thing of green in the entire 50 square miles here in the middle of summer. Hurry up already. She's like, oh no, no, I'm enjoying it. But yes, that is how I know Brady, and I know it as the heart of Texas because I thought we were gonna get arrested there.
Oh, wow. Wow. So,
I know, right?
So, Christine, admittedly, I'm not really familiar with how, congregations work, how church work. Is this something that this is your job indefinitely until you move on, or is this something that you have a committed time period for?
It's a called position, which means it's indefinite until one of us decide, until either me or the congregation decide we've had enough. But you're right. There are designated term positions sometimes out there. I had done some time as an interim, and those are usually stated for a time. But this is a settled position as a pastor. In fact, I'm living in their house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's really good to see somebody. That house has been empty for a while. Since my good friend Jess left.
Yeah.
And it's really nice to see the lights on at night and see some life in that house again.
Have you seen all my solar lights that I've put around?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you should drive by. I just put
should.
some solar lights around in the.
Okay, now Sharon and I are going to drive through town looking for the solar lights.
Yeah. And I'm not saying the address on the air, but
No, don't.
I'll share later. But yeah, so I mean, I'll give it as much time as I can give it. The thing about a settled pastorate is that you come in and you help the congregations see where they are. What they want to be, where they want to be, and then how can they get there? Almost all mainline progressive congregations have shrunk over the last decades. It's all of them, almost,
right.
It's all of them. Part of that is demographics.
Right.
The baby boom just swelled all the churches. Here, Sunday schools were full, and parents, had 3 and 4 and 5 kids, and they all, everybody was just in those churches, and you can see the remnant of that in those big church buildings
Yeah, the mega
that they
churches,
built,
yeah.
or even some of the older ones with the hope of having church. Church was a given
Right.
in our society. You went to church. You just went to church, and you didn't have streaming services, and you didn't have devices. You know, the kids. You just did it. That's not true anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So part of the pastor's job these days.
It's to say, put your phone down.
Well, yes.
Sorry.
Well, is to tell or help the congregations who are largely retired,
Mm-hmm.
help them understand a couple of things. First of all, it's not personal.
Right.
It's not personal,
Mm-hmm.
the shrinkage.
Right.
And second of all, if they want to thrive again, things have to change.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm there to do. It's not easy.
Well, I have noticed, and again, Jess got me to church service for the first time in my life, even while they were running the church, and not a big churchgoer myself, but I did notice that it was a great group of folks.
Yes.
And they sort of went along, I guess, more of moral guidelines and really the whole fire and brimstone preaching, and it was really just more about getting people together and just trying to practice some good ideas. But one of the things I did notice was there weren't a lot of kids.
Nope.
In there. It was mostly, I would say, 90% retired folks.
Retired folks.
Or close to it, and not a whole lot of. What do you say to try to get some younger folks going in there, or at least get involved?
Well, that's why I said to you when I walked in the studio, I want to have church here.
Yeah.
Because those buildings and those pews and the whole look and feel of a traditional church building, kids don't want that.
Yeah, it feels very formal, kind of stuffy, like.
It is absolutely from not only the last century, but the century before it.
Right.
And it triggers things in people that we don't even know what it triggers. So no, take your progressive message. We have a great message, but put it somewhere where, it. So it'd be Chewelah UCC presents your church over here. Cue the rock and roll, give the message, pass the hat, and that's it. Because if you want to bring a message, you've got to bring it in a language people understand. And the languages people understand are art, comfort, and music.
Mm-hmm.
The words are only a tiny fraction.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just went on a rant.
That's
No,
awesome.
no, that's
Yeah.
okay.
That's why you're here.
No, that's why you're here. The rant is why you're here.
But that's a huge shift for
Yeah.
most of the traditional congregations. So I could say, let's take this on the road. Let's take your progressive message, sponsored by your church, and do something with it somewhere. Or I could arm wrestle those retired folk and say, no, we're going to change your worship service. Come on.
That's not going to happen.
No.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
No.
That's cruel. That's
True.
cruel. When I was interviewing for these positions with the Joint Search Committee, they asked me, how would you help us do this? And out of my mouth popped this. Well, the first thing I'd do is start a second service and hire a band.
There you go.
Well, they don't have a lot of people in worship right now, so I think they thought I was a little crazy.
Yeah.
But I was dead serious.
Yeah.
If you have a good message, you just need to use whatever means at your disposal to get it across.
And what message would you say you want to get across with your church?
God loves everybody,
Yeah.
you included.
I like that.
Yeah.
Everybody, right?
Everybody loves Chuck.
Pretty much.
He's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's Chuck.
Yeah, everybody, no exceptions.
Yeah.
No exceptions.
I like that.
What is the? My husband says "Welcome home," so he's listening on the radio, and so now you hear he says "Welcome home."
Oh.
What is the general's? How do I pronounce this? Synod. I'm looking at the website.
Synod?
Synod. Thank you.
What is the General Synod?
Yes.
That's our big organization, denomination-wide.
Okay.
That meets. Oh, you're looking. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the website. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I do not know what
I
this
have
is.
not been to a general synod. It's really mostly the high muckamucks go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a muckamuck.
All right. It's muckamucks
I
only.
run
Got it.
amok. But I'm not
Muck, right?
So in the 3 months you've been here, the 90 days, have you been able to add extra worship service?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
So that's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. To do that, I need to identify more musicians, more musicians, get a core group of people interested in supporting it. You can't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
And mostly, I have spent. How to say this? I needed to spend time reassuring my congregations that I wasn't going to come in and just radically change everything right away. And I think they have been reassured.
Yeah.
Their liturgies, they're slightly different, each church. They're very lovely. And they can be very, very graceful.
Yeah.
And very nice. So I've been using them. And I hope they understand now. I'm not going to run in and change all of that.
Right.
But back in the back of my mind is this other way of doing church.
Oh, yeah. You know, I will, and I hope I don't upset anybody out there listening, but I know, like, when I first came to town, anybody that knows me from, the 8 years ago I moved here, like, oh, we can do this and this and this, and we can change everything, blah, 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 and new technology, blah, blah. But it doesn't really work that well, and it's been a sort of a internal struggle with me to be able to pull back and realize, okay, that I can't do that here because I need to respect other people and what they need. Even little things like, doing shows, paper tickets for shows. I do paper tickets for shows, and I understand now how important they are.
Yeah.
But for a long time, I'm like, no, online only. But there's a lot of people that don't do that.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people that don't want to learn the news. They're retired. They've lived their life. They don't want to learn new things. And I think there's a good balance that between that, where we can do the newer technology, we can do things the modern way, bring younger people into the fold, but still honor and respect the people who were here before us.
The traditionalists.
It's like I still write checks, and I have children who say, "Mom, pretty soon you're not going to be able to use checks. You got to use a debit card." I don't have a debit card, so.
How do you live? I'm honestly shocked.
Well,
how do you buy stuff? This is why you have money, Sharon.
Right?
That's
true. Have a debit
That's
card.
right. You'll keep your money better if you're not using a debit card. I will say this. When I get to the end of a day, if I've had to set up 3 passwords and do this and put an app in, it's not so much. I just don't want to spend any more of my brain learning some other little new thing. Just give me a ticket.
Right?
Right. It's not the way I don't want to learn things. I'm learning things all day long.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's what when you get my age, you've learned
35?
so much. When you get 35, 40-ish.
Yeah.
45-ish. You have learned so much already. You start prioritizing what you want to learn.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
TikTok, time is time is of the essence, and I think that's probably one of the things that happens in my congregation. Same thing.
Yeah.
I send out, we send out a newsletter, and we're saying the same thing. Some of the folks don't have email. They're not going to check email. They're not going to check a text.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, for someone like me, I don't comprehend that.
I know you don't.
Because that's where I live, but I have to not maybe necessarily understand, but at least recognize and.
If you want to still communicate with
Exactly.
them. That's exactly right.
And
that's it for churches too.
And at the end of the day, when somebody wants to go to a show, they just want to go get a ticket. They don't want to have to learn how to use a computer to get a ticket.
Yes,
So.
and please don't make me set another bloody password.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, and there are people who don't have a computer beyond what their phone, their cell phone, which is a computer.
Yeah.
But I have a computer at home with 2 these things,
Monitors.
monitors, and I have one at work with 2 monitors, and I love big stuff. I don't do any computer work on my phone.
It's hard.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Now, am I still going to keep pushing that direction? Yes.
Yeah, we can.
But I still need to accommodate for everybody.
Well,
so.
and I've started keeping track of how many tickets we sell, since we're on tickets, locally, at the door, and online.
Yeah.
And we sell, it's about half and half.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to exclude any of those people who don't want to buy online.
Right.
Yeah.
It means we have to do multiple technologies at any
Absolutely.
given time to reach multiple generations at any given time.
Yeah.
And that is
Yeah.
true for what you do
Mhm.
to reach people, you know, with entertainment and with information and with science. And it's true for what I do as well. It's true for all the good things.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Now,
Yeah.
do you stream? Do you do any technology with your service?
That's a sore point.
Well, we can back up. We've been backing up all day. He can go and not ask that
Not
question.
ask that question. Can you go back in time, please? No, we Zoom. So like when I'm at one church, I alternate in my live presence. When I'm at one church, we'll Zoom the service to the other church. Zoom is okay, but we have not yet solved the problem of the music. Zoom is not good for music.
Yeah.
And at one point, the other church just decided, to heck with it. We're not even going to Zoom. What we're going to do is we're going to just follow the order of worship, and the lay leader is just going to do that, and we're going to play our own songs locally. And I pre-record my sermon, put it on my YouTube channel, and they just
hit play.
They hit play when it comes time for the sermon.
Now there are ways to do all
I
that
was
stuff
just saying,
live.
I'll
but
talk. We can. Yeah.
I know there are. Well, please let's talk.
Yeah.
But it has taken an inordinate amount of time.
Right.
When everybody knows I'm frustrated. If anyone's listening from my churches, I'm sorry to beat this horse again, but it took so much volunteer time and effort just working on that, when we could have been doing other things like, I don't know, solving world peace.
Little things.
Yeah, little things.
Imagine the headlines: "World Peace solved in Chihuahua, Washington."
That would be awesome.
Because they had Zoom problem
Right.
solved.
Right.
But
But you know, Zoom has come out of, to me, it's one of the blessings of COVID.
well, that's when that
because
is when-
there are few things that came out of the COVID 2
Yeah.
years that
Yeah.
were a blessing. My husband is confined to the house and because of health reasons, and so he watches church on the Zoom
Oh, I
each
see.
Sunday. And that the only thing is that he can't take the sacrament because
Right.
it doesn't come through the screen. So once or twice a month. Brethren bring the sacrament to him.
Oh,
you know,
nice.
which
That's
is
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an ongoing deal, but we'll figure it out eventually. We will, and it's right now. It's the best we can do.
Yeah.
I don't clone easily.
I wish, right? We had that conversation earlier. Yeah.
We were talking
So
about
you,
that.
so you get those people that are young like Chuck and have him do all that funny work that you need to do, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Come on over. We got cookies.
Oh yeah.
Are they good
Cookies and-
cookies?
No, they're not good. But I will bless them for you.
That makes it better. So really quick, we're about out of time here. I just want to hear from you, what your position, what your church means to you, and what you want to sort of relay to the community.
Oh, gee, thank you for asking. Both churches, the Chihuahua UCC and the church in Colville, they stand for inclusiveness, justice, open and affirming welfare of all people. They need to be safe havens for anyone in this town. They need to. Everybody needs to come. I believe strongly that those are places where where people could find peace and the impetus to action to help make things better, both in Chihuahua and in the world. We do stand for good things. And I'm not talking about just one partisan policy. Now I can't talk.
It happens to me every day.
You made it important, and now I can't talk. No, we stand for peace and justice and the inclusion of all human beings. And we really do hope people will visit us and come and see for themselves. That's all. Also, I'm funny in the pulpit.
You're funny right here.
Thank you.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. It's really been a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, Chuck.
I knew that I know a lot of the folks over there, and I knew they wouldn't let Chihuahua down. So they've done great in the past, and I want to thank you again so much for coming on. I want to thank everyone for listening. I want to thank you guys for being here with us today in the studio.
Aww.
And I want to let you know that you can stay tuned right here tonight on KCHW from 6 to 8 p.m. for Music for the Mountain. 8 to 10 p.m. is Dirt Road Blues, or the very own Dirt Road Doug McQuain live in the studio. Planetary Radio, Sea Change Radio, Echo Shock, Total, and Earth Date are all happening from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. And again, tune in tomorrow morning for the KCHW Morning Show with myself, Gina Greenwood. And we are going to have the folks, the whole family from Say It in Silver here. Rochelle and her daughters are going to be here with us tomorrow to talk about their artwork. Say It in Silver, they take old silverware and old utensils, and they turn it into the most amazing, beautiful jewelry.
Yeah, at the farmer's market, you
And
see
not
the
just jewelry, but functional pieces
Yes.
and decorative pieces and
Nice.
jewelry. Yeah, really great family, great folks. And then Friday morning, of course, we are here with myself, Craig McQuain, and our guests, what Paula Randall. Sorry, Paula. You're just, I love you, and you're just always in my heart. So I just assume you're always there with me.
Line of alarm.
I know, he's digging
Wow,
his way
Sharon.
out, right? He's
Wow.
like, got the shovel.
My goodness.
Yeah, our guest, Foggy Mountain Spaceship, is going to be
Yes.
here Saturday, which I'm really excited about. That's actually a band I've already been a fan of for a while. So thank you, Craig, for doing that. Maybe that was my late birthday present.
Yes, and I have them up. I'm pre-ready for that Friday show.
They are great.
Right?
So, yeah, stick around with us later tonight. Stick around with us tomorrow, over the weekend. Thank you so much, Christine Tata, for coming in here today.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
And remind us again of the times of your church service.
10:30 in the morning.
10:30 a.m. And just show up, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Come as you are.
Outstanding. Well, that has been our KCHW Morning Show for today. Tune in later again. Thank you so much for listening to KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio.
It's 9:05.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chihuahua. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414.